and so on. Okay, so that's the difficult-ish bit at about 4 minutes 40 seconds into the song. We've talked about the major difficult bit in this bit and how to do that in the previous video. Go and have a look at that one. Save me talking about it again. Alright, so you know, you can work out all the random tinklings and tingings that link that section through the 2/4 bar into the next bit. The next bit starts with that 2/4 bars. We've got floor, tom-tom and snare. I'll angle that camera down a bit, shall I? Then we've got, okay, you can see what's going on there. I'll angle that camera down a bit more. So we've got then we've got, do that again. So that's that Steve Gadd device again, that. Okay. Okay, so that a bit quicker, just that last bar. Then we've got the fill-in that really makes this song. If you know your drum rudiments, you'll know what this is. I spent a long time working this out, a lot of time watching other drummers do it, and I followed what they did, and I found it really, really hard to play. I couldn't work out what they were doing until I thought to myself, is it a drum rudiment? And just by writing it out, you can see that it is in fact a drum rudiment called the paradiddle-diddle. Okay, now the standard right-hand lead paradiddle-diddle is this. Let me angle that snare. Did I say snare? Camera down a bit. Okay, so the standard paradiddle is this. Right, left, right, right, left, left. Okay, now this one is a left-hand lead paradiddle. So it goes left, right, left, left, right, right. Okay, and we're going to accent that second hit. Left, right, left, left, right, right. Okay, so what Steve's doing here is he's doing a paradiddle-diddle, but using the high tom-tom as the first hit. Not the first hit of his fill-in, the first fill of the little device that works this up. So you see my sticks here, left hand high tom-tom, right hand floor tom-tom, left, left, right, right. That's it. Think of it as my hat, my coat, my hat, my coat. You might be putting a bass drum with that floor tom-tom. Who knows? Now, the thing about the paradiddle-diddle is that it starts slightly before the bar, the very last triplet 16th note before the bar starts. So we've got that dum-dum-dum. Normally you'd go, if I count that out, you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So you'd have that little left hand just before you start the fill-in with your right hand. So I'll just put a bass drum count into that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See what's going on there? 1. Steve doesn't actually play that 1, so let's play that in the air. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to be playing 5 snare drums to begin with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we go on with the tom-tom. So here's our fill-in there. Right, left, left, right, right, which is 1 hit short of a full paradiddle. So it's the right, left, hang on a minute, I've confused myself. Left, right, left, left, right, right. There we go. Then we go on to the so we've got hat, my coat, my coat, my coat, dash, duck, dum, da-dum, da-dum. You could practice it like this. And in the gaps, bring your hands back to the snare, and they should have enough bounce. Watch my hands on the snare again here. If I just play one hand, that's that classic molar action, okay? Very loose, open hand. See that as the stick's coming out? Shallow V in your fingers here, not a great big thing like this or this. Keep your hands like you're in, you know, a drum corps line. Nice and floppy, and open your hand out as it bounces. So this is a really good drill. Get your hand doing that. Okay, so let's just try that again then. We've got, and your right hand's doing this. Put them together. Well, I say together, I mean just slightly offset. Should we play them actually together? Right, both hands going da da da, bounce diddle. One hand on the floor, Tom Tom. Now I'm going to offset them. My left hand's going to get there first. If you bring your left hand back to the snare, see that? So instead of going left, right, this isn't Steve Gadd's fill, it's another one. You're kind of doing a thing called a patter flaffler. You don't really need to do that. Okay, so here's Steve's fill then. With the previous bar. Isn't it great? Okay, after that we've got the classic Steve device, bass left right. So you can either go. See how he does about 3 groups of triplet 16th notes. Fiddly diddly, squiddly diddly, biddly diddly, and then goes buff dosh. Diddly diddly, biddly biddly, biddly biddly, duff dosh. Squiddly diddly, fiddly diddly, biddly diddly, duff dosh. Duff dosh. Diddly fiddly, fiddly diddly, duff dosh. It's kind of a repeating pattern, isn't it? Okay, so after that, so with that one, by the way, you can go bass left right or bass right left, or alternate, whatever you want. Then we've got snare and splash effects, and then lots of 16ths, that's straight 16th notes. That's a big thing in Asia. Da da dosh. So 1 E and a. So that's on a right hand, then I've got a tom-tom on the left hand, 2 E and. That was the extra hit for the next group, and then a fiddly dump. Back to the old, oh no, that's another fill-in. I've jumped ahead, sorry about that. Okay, you know, remember that fill-in? And then we've got, and then lots of, you know, ting ting dosh, and the offset bass drum and that little group. Okay, that's quite important. Anyway, let's jump ahead a bit. The 3/4 bar. We've got lots of individual tinkly bits coming up, which, to be honest, it would take an hour for me to explain, and it's probably best if you just work it out for yourself. But lots of, you know, da 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 ding 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 ding, da 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 ding 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 ding. So that's that Steve thing again. Foot left right, foot left right, foot left right. If you're unsure what's going on, try going foot left right in some variety and you'll have it. Okay, so that's kind of the end of that little bit there. We kind of go back to the beginning of the song now. It's not a perfect repeat by any means. And then what we've got is what I call page 5 of 5. It's the hard one, and I will do another video on that one, just so I can go and have a lie down. Alright, so this one has got an awful lot of bits and bobs and traps and gaps and rests, and then the absolutely brilliant famous Steve Gadd groove at the end, which is very, very similar, and I know Steve Gadd was first, very similar to David Garibaldi's groove in page 1 by Tower of Power in the album Oakland Zone. Alright, so we've got, when we get to that groove, it's absolutely brilliant. Isn't that brilliant? And I'll break that one down. That sort of stuff. Okay, so that will do for the moment. Bit more drumming in this one, a bit less wittering. That's what we say in England. It just means going on about yourself. Okay, so video number 3, the last one of Asia, will be up, I don't know, maybe today, once I've had a nice cup of tea, slice of cake probably. And then what I'll do is, I've got a whole pantheon of Steely Dan songs I've worked out. If you have Steely Dan fans, I can give you some more of that. If you want stuff like Back in Black, I don't know, AC/DC kind of stuff, Beatles, or more generic things. I was planning on doing some videos on stick grip and technique, because I find in my teaching, because I do a bit of drum teaching, of course, converting to this from this massively improved my drums, and actually converting to the traditional grip made me a lot better as well. So we'll talk about that and why it's good to use the traditional grip and why sometimes it's good to go and match grip and not to be wedded to either particularly. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. See you again soon for page 5 of 5 of Asia.